who's top dog of this SEC season.
Rubber match time. Winner gets Florida or Ole Miss. So LSU will start off with the basketball. Last year, Poa setting things up over to Haley Van Lith right away. Pick and roll to Angel Reese. Thought about the mid-range. Instead, going to attack inside, and how fitting, Angel Reese with the first points.
Dominant paint points in both games. LSU 40-plus points in the paint.
Jemiah Mingo-Young was so big for Auburn yesterday. Really close to a triple-double. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
She has so much experience here in the SEC and understands what her team needs. She's got to score. Look for buckets.
Taylor Collins shifting it over to Sydney Shaw. 7 seconds here for the Auburn Tigers. And the pick and roll stolen away by Anissa Morrow. Morrow misses the layup into the hands of Scott-Grayson.
Now it's going to be interesting to see what Auburn likes to do against LSU is they want to control the tempo of the game. In the half court, you're going to see them use a lot of the shot clock. They want to lessen the possessions that LSU has.
8 seconds. Working inside to Taylor Collins.
Ooh, Anissa Morrow got away with a swat. That should have been a foul.
And no whistle there, but no points for Auburn either. And the LSU starting five. Last year, Poa, she is stepping in that starting spot for Michaela Williams, who, as Brooks said, is available, but not sure that we'll see her today.
And without Michaela Williams on the floor, what is LSU doing but going inside to Angel Reese? 2 times in the half court, they've gone to number 10 in white.
Why would you not?
Sometimes that happens, but I think when it comes postseason time, you've got to go with where the money is.
Flossie Johnson with the steal. Something happened to Honesty Scott-Grayson. Mingo-Young using the screen. Back to Collins. And Angel Reese will bring it down the floor. Flossie Johnson for 3. And she gets a chest bump from Kim Mulkey. That's what a 9-0 run will do.
I love the suspense.
Yeah.
Because I think that college basketball would love to have her, and the WNBA is waiting on her. So she's got a tough decision to make.
She is projected as the number 7 pick in the mock draft.
I think that with LA having that second pick, how well would she fit? How well would she fit in Los Angeles?
It's been all LSU starting this game off. They have hit 4 of their last 4.
Flossie Johnson knows that more would be required from her with Michaela Williams out, and Big Foe has been ready to bring it.
First foul against Eddings. And a 3-point play for Flossie Johnson. She's still fired up after the chest bump from Kim Mulkey.
Wouldn't you be?
I mean, yeah. Also a little scared.
Now Auburn has got to find some offense without having Scott-Grayson on the floor.
McKenna Eddings will take a 3, and LSU got a piece of that. Anissa Morrow bringing it down for the LSU Tigers. Reese the kick out to Big Foe. Swish! Flage's on another level.
The improvement of LSU, the chemistry that has been built. Only 2 returning starters from that national championship team. You can see LSU that it's coming together at the right time.
Where's the biggest area of improvement for them?
Defense. That's the thing that Kim Mulkey has really been begging her team to do, to turn it up defensively. But Anissa Morrow is down on the floor.
Kim Mulkey also out there with her. It's good to see her get up so quickly and walk off on her own.
Absolutely. With not having Michaela Williams, Anissa Morrow. looked like an elbow to her abdomen area.
Denise Amaro, first team all SEC selection. We'll keep an eye on her. What Kim Mulkey said before the last meeting with Auburn, the one that they won, she said, we know who's beating us. We haven't forgotten that.
Oh, yeah. You got to have that kind of memory. Look at this. Kim Mulkey has coached now 24 seasons. And in each season, she has had no less than 20 wins.
Flage all day. 13 for Big Foe. She's at her season average. We are 5 minutes in the game.
Wow. Not the first quarter, but 5 minutes in. Now, Flage Johnson just playing like a player on a mission. Splits the defender, hang time, and the finish. One of the things Auburn could do, ball screen action with Del Rosario.
Jemiah Mingo Young. Haley Van Lith. And last year, Poa is fouled.
And I think if LSU is going to challenge to repeat as the national champions, Poa is going to have to be key.
Mingo Young for 2. And the tip back up won't be good, but Caitlin Duhan gets herself to the free throw line. First foul on Flage as Anissa Morrow back in the ballgame.
And Marshawn Bostic is a player that can take you off the bounce.
Misses the first. And there's the first point for Auburn at the 3:09.
LSU came out of the gate just looking to attack.
It's 23-1. 7 minutes into this game. And Auburn has yet to make a field goal.
You can get the starters for LSU in some foul trouble. You could use that to your advantage.
Yeah, she only goes 7, maybe 8 deep. And again, no Michaela Williams. She is available, but we don't see her taped up. She's wearing normal shoes. We don't expect her to come in the game.
Kim Mulkey normally goes to as last year Poa, but had to start tonight in place of Williams.
Flage driving.
Oh no. Flage is down underneath her own basket.
Honestly, Scott-Grayson takes the shot on the other end. Flage trying to get up and shake it up. Morrow to Reese. Savannah Scott misses.
She went up for that shot. It just looked like she took off a little awkwardly.
Seven seconds here for Auburn. It comes to knowing what Kim Mulkey wants, being disciplined in that aspect. I mean, we've seen several times over the last few games at the end of the regular season, they would draw something up right at the last seconds of the quarter and execute it perfectly, get a shot and a bucket.
Well, what game was it that we saw LSU in 2 quarters with 3-pointers? I mean, and it was
against Auburn the second time.
I see a big difference today because the paint is getting clogged and Auburn is not finding those paths.
I think those 2 bye weeks helped. LSU did a lot of practices without the basketball, just working on their defense. Haley Van Lith, and that hit hard. I felt that over here.
Oh, you can hear it. Oh.
She's not coming out, though. She's still in right now.
That's what ice is for after the game.
I might need ice after that one. We're just watching it. Poa has hit all her free throws today. Jumbane. And Haley Van Lith skied it to get the rebound. Domination for LSU. 27-5.
She got great experience going for the national championship last season, but she steps on the floor right now, and it's like she's been there for a long time.
She knew she was going to have to turn up her defense this year, and as Kim Mulkey said, she's guarding her rear end off. Direct quote.
And how well against this Auburn defense that LSU has been able to take care of the basketball.
Anissa Morrow to the free throw line. She's fouled by Celia Sumbane. That'll be her second. And don't forget, she was an All-American.
Absolutely. Right.
2 seasons at DePaul before transferring over. And Kim Mulkey has described her as unselfish. It can't be easy to decide to come to a new program that has a player down low like Angel Reese. But it was Angel who actually in her recruiting visit said, please come. We need you at LSU.
Well, do you want to get headlines, or do you want to win championships? And that's why Anissa Morrow came to LSU.
The feed from Flage, the bucket from Angel. She's got it down.
Look, she is the example of success. It doesn't just come. You've got to work at it at everything you do, and Flage Johnson does that.
She's got a breakaway here. Honesty Scott-Grayson trying to catch up. Missed the layup, but did get fouled into the stanchion.
And Flage Johnson came back to work on her game, too.
Flage said Michaela pushed her a little bit. Okay, look at her numbers up in all 4 of these categories after her SEC Freshman of the Year campaign. 6-0 run for LSU here. They only gave up 5 points in the first quarter. Bostic for 2, short.
But it's Flage Johnson has 15, and Angel Reese had 8, Poa 6, and Morrow has 4.
You're going to need to update Flage's numbers, Beck.
Okay, Flage now has 17 points.
Oh, and she is limping down the floor.
Oh, she's got to take a pause.
Amanda Barbie, the trainer for LSU, will stretch her out.
They get in the game, and Kim Mulkey talks about this freshman that she wants her, she feels that she's very athletic, she's very talented. You look at how many players have feet in the paint, taking away any driving opportunities for Auburn.
They've got 8 steals. Auburn steals it right back. Bostic by herself.
Johnny Harris has talked about Marshawn's worked on her game, she just doesn't trust her work.
Swatted down by Duhan. But Anissa Morrow was there to control the rebound.
Flage has gone through it today. She's picked herself up the floor a couple of times.
Yeah, get the cold tub ready. Sydney Shaw will bounce it in. She's got 4. Morrow off the screen from Del Rosario. Into the hands of Flage Johnson, and Angel Reese with another opportunity. More offensive rebounds, all for LSU.
Holy cow.
Bostic to Duhan. And Yakaya Milton, the freshman. Anissa Morrow, short on the 3.
I don't know how much longer Kim Mulkey is going to let her team settle for outside shots. You can see she's got her hands on her hips on the sideline. That's not the kind of offense she's looking for.
Sydney Shaw, there's a good take. Right at the free throw line. Van Lith fading away. She'll take the bounce on her second shot of the day. Shaw with the basketball. She leads Auburn with 6 points. That's a 2. This has been all LSU. They started on a 21-0 run.
And 7 seconds different.
Angel Reese breaks free, and she's into double figures. 10 points, 5 boards. Time for Auburn. Mingo Young. Right at the buzzer. LSU got 18 points off of turnovers, 26 points in the paint. Auburn did not have a field goal until the 2:18 mark in the first quarter. Sydney Shaw with the steal for Auburn.
We're going to see if Auburn can find open looks going against LSU's sagging man-to-man defense.
Why did it give them such problems in the first half?
Well, I think they were just adjusting to, they were expecting something different, expecting the aggression that they've seen. When a team, when the defense is not on you, you got to look for your shot.
Jemiah Mingo Young with that last bucket. They're playing true to the scouting report there.
The other thing that LSU has done is once Auburn offensively has taken the ball to the left side of the floor, the defense is keeping them there and not allowing Auburn to come to their strong hand using that right hand.
Honestly, Scott-Grayson, who was key in the first 2 meetings against LSU, averaged 24.5 points per game against LSU, has not scored. 0 for 2.
And the technical was just assessed to Honesty Scott-Grayson.
There was a personal foul called on Flau'jae Johnson, and then a technical foul on Scott-Grayson. Put the ball up against Flau'jae and pushed it. So Haley Van Lith will shoot the free throws associated with the technical.
Van Lith is an 80% free throw shooter. It should have been last year Poa.
And LSU right now projected as a 2 seed in this year's NCAA tournament. Last year Poa was camping out, waiting for the 3.
They've got to stay disciplined regardless of what the score is.
She's such a great X and O coach. You see that reflected in her team, especially this late in the season.
You watch. The discipline, move the basketball, buckets happen.
Poa and then Van Lith, back-to-back triples. Bostic to the SEC logo. And that stays with Auburn.
The ball movement of giving up a good shot for a great shot. Anissa Morrow finds Haley Van Lith. And then Van Lith, she's sharing the sugar with last year Poa, who knocks down the 3.
We're seeing this LSU team look so comfortable together, too. And keep in mind, there are so many personalities on this roster. They figured it out, though.
And there's lots of talent and players that can score, and everybody wants to get their bucket. They are sold on the fact, and I think after having a taste of winning the national championship last year, you got to sacrifice a little bit of yourself in order to reach the ultimate goal.
Over to Savannah Scott, but missed the layup.
Yeah, Scott can't get much closer than that, but she doesn't need to rush when she's gotten inside the defense. She severed over in front of the defense so they couldn't recover.
Such a smart player, just her sophomore year. But remember, I love the conversation we had with her earlier in the season. We asked about, she had to challenge herself defensively. She said, look, I didn't play defense in high school.
And that's just honest. But she knew this season she had to play defense because LSU no longer has Alexis Morris. You remember how quick she was on the best ball handler on the opponent's team. I don't think Flagey was in the top shape that she needed to be, and she's played her way into that throughout this season.
Jemiah Mingo Young steps into the three. That's the first three of the night for Auburn, and that ends a 13-0 run for LSU. Auburn bringing that trap. LSU broke it.
You see how LSU is right in the lane to take away anything driving. They're not letting the Tigers get close.
It's for Tennessee today as they dominated Alabama. I'm sure that one felt extra good because Alabama got them in the regular season.
And now, as well as Tennessee hung with South Carolina in the finale of the regular season, you gotta believe the Lady Vols are coming in motivated. I mean, she was up around the rim today on a putback. That's awesome.
Do we get to see a dunk at some point?
I am here for it.
Peck is jealous because I was there when Ashlyn Watkins dunked against Kentucky.
So jealous. Huh? So now LSU in the bonus for the rest of this quarter.
Angel Reese, the SEC Player of the Year. 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists.
This is an area that LSU has improved in since the first meeting against Auburn. They missed 9 free throws in that game.
Are you ever going to say, yeah, that was me? You're not.
I have.
Yeah? In a game?
Yeah, that was me.
In a real game?
Okay, maybe not. I love at her size, Angel Reese is able to handle the basketball.
How does her game translate? How would you grade her up?
The thing that I like about Angel Reese is her versatility. I was just talking about how she can handle the basketball. I think she also rebounds extremely well, and that is a commodity in the WNBA.
What would be a team that you think would be a good fit for Angel Reese?
There's been so much movement.
Yeah, I know. Free agency.
Yeah. And it's not done.
Yeah. Eddings with the triple.
I don't think that Indiana needs her. They already have. Remember, Aaliyah Boston?
Yeah.
And Alyssa Smith.
And they're probably going to get Caitlin Clark. I know she's not a post player, but she's pretty good. Probably the National Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark.
Tune in, because I think that could be a great show, great battle. It's going to be a matter of who can own the boards.
A player that was averaging 24 points per game against LSU in 2 contests this season. A deep 3 from Haley Van Lith. Up to 11.
And looked over to the LSU faithful and said, there you go.
Yakaya Milton with the bank in. LSU hit the gas right out of the gates. Coming out of the locker room, they outscored Auburn in the first quarter 27-5. They have been in control ever since. Their largest lead has been 39 points.
Like they had an early exit from the SEC tournament last year, upset by Tennessee. They're making sure that doesn't happen again this year.
LSU running out of time.
Had to think a lot when she first came in, that learned that point guard position. Now it's coming naturally, and she's watching. How can she set up other players? Who's going to have a good night? Who needs to have the basketball? And then it kind of opens up when it's her time.
We flashed her numbers on the screen there. Last 3 games, 19 points per game. She averages 12 on the season. Morrow just throws it up and in. Relentless.
Mingo Young driving. Ooh, Anissa Morrow is all over everybody for the rebound.
Both ends of the floor.
I got to believe that when Haley Van Lith first came to Baton Rouge, there was a little competition between Lastier and Haley Van Lith. And now they have learned that they can be valuable and work together, and they have found how to build from that.
It's really fun to watch them. We've watched them and seen today their communication on the floor. She's taken 30 charges on the season. Van Lith with a steal. And just enough for McKenna Eddings.
The defense that they have brought to has been key. I think the guard presence has been huge, especially in the absence of Michaela Williams.
Celia Sumbane.
Look how strong Angel Reese is.
Adding to her 21st double-double of the season.
Poa, right here at the top of your screen, got hung up with Honesty Scott-Grayson.
Looks like her arm took the brunt of the weight. That's a 2 from Eddings.
You got to shoot that. And I think when you look at the eye test, I think they're a higher seed.
South Carolina hasn't seemed to mind.
Well, no, they are still the only remaining undefeated team in the country.
Yeah, 30-0. There's an offensive foul on Angel Reese, and she comes up limping. Oh, and yeah, you see that right ankle give a little bit. Remember, they retaped that in the first half.
Ooh. I think she can retire for the rest of the evening.
18 points, 11 rebounds, 21 double-doubles on the season. She came into the game 4th in the nation in double-doubles.
She is a walking double-double. Oh. Well, she turned that one good. Her ankle.
Now here's a concerning sight, though, if you're an LSU fan. Angel Reese being helped back to the locker room, favoring that right foot after we saw her ankle roll.
No, she's going to get on the bike.
Get on the bike, okay.
I think that very easily could have been a double foul. I think the officials are going to talk about it. And then Auburn will get the ball back.
Yes. Scott 30 in that orange jersey, Del Rosario 23 in the white jersey. Eddings looking for the triple, got it.
When Auburn executes their stuff, they can get the shots that they want.
They just couldn't do that in the first half.
Well, they weren't patient in executing their offense either. Everything was on a drive.
Flau'jae Johnson, tack on 2 more to a 20-plus point night. She's 1 away from tying her season high.
With the intensity and the execution that she displayed tonight.
Yeah, this is a player that has grown so much. Talking about Haley Van Lith, come in and asked to play the point guard position. Savannah Scott was just whistled for her 3rd foul. There's just a lot of time left, and LSU doesn't have a ton of depth to get these players out.
And look, Auburn is so fast a team. Get steals, turnover, head the other direction, start accumulating points.
Scott-Grayson, her first points of the evening.
I think next to that, when they execute offensively, they are a high octane. They're 2nd in the country in scoring. Well, they've demonstrated, hey, hold my drink.
Yep.
I got this.
Yeah. And of course, it would be a quick turnaround for LSU. They would play tomorrow in the semifinals. Don't know Angel's status, but obviously that would be huge if she is unavailable.
It would be huge. I think that it would be Del Rosario, the freshman. She would have to stay out of foul trouble. But with how Angel Reese is looking right there,
she looks in high spirits.
I love that. We just hope everything's okay. We want to see her at full strength in the semifinals.
The SEC Player of the Year, leads the conference in points per game, rebounds per game, double-doubles, has a 21st double-double tonight.
Well, she's standing on it. Had help when she went to the bike. I'm sure the training staff will have her ready to roll.
And Amanda Barbie right there with her, the athletic trainer for LSU. When you talk about LSU's tournament run for the NCAA tournament, are you concerned with the lack of depth?
It did not affect them last year.
It did not.
So no, I'm not concerned about that at all.
They seem very comfortable with the personnel they have on the floor.
And understand, different from the SEC tournament, doesn't have Elizabeth Kitley playing in the ACC tournament.
This is a three-time ACC player of the year. Scott-Grayson, the offensive board, no question, right from the start when LSU got off to a 21-0 lead. It is back-to-back semifinal appearances in the SEC tournament for Kim Mulkey and her crew. And LSU absolutely dominates Auburn, the second largest margin of victory in the SEC tournament. They're back in the semis.